proposed to my wife here.
And what'd your wife say?
Well, she's my wife, so.
So we don't know. Hey, welcome to Check Please. I'm Sabina here with Open Plans, and we're at Café Paulette on DeKalb with Council Member Hudson. Council Member Hudson, I have a really important pressing question for you that all of your constituents want to know. What is the iconic New York City food?
I think there are so many foods that are iconically New York, but I'm gonna go with pizza.
And do you put pineapple on pizza?
Personally, no. I'm not opposed to having it on my pizza, but I do not put pineapple on my pizza.
So what is your favorite part about dining outside, like where we are now?
I think it's an opportunity to enjoy the weather, the beautiful weather. It's an opportunity for small businesses to expand their footprint, increase sales, and it's also an opportunity to have a different kind of feel in New York City that we see in so many other cities across the world.
So you mentioned small businesses. Obviously, we're at Café Paulette right now. Are there any other small businesses in your district that use outdoor dining that you want to shout out?
There are plenty of businesses that use outdoor dining since the legislation has changed and the rules have changed. There have been far fewer places, and I think this is really one of the places that utilizes it in sort of the best way. And just up the street here, further up on DeKalb, Walters, directly across the street from the park as well, and there are plenty of other places.
So another serious question here. What is your bagel order? Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I get you salt, pepper, hot sauce?
Council member? What are ways that, whether it's a city agency or council members or through legislation, that we can kind of help bridge the gap between what like our ideal version of the program is and perhaps what businesses are using now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just standardization. And I think it's opportunity. I think it's reducing the hurdles. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I think it's reducing the hurdles, maximizing opportunity, and I think that's what, government would be best at sort of ensuring for the success of small businesses. Sorry, there's no spoon.
You are using a knife. I have to point it out on video.
There's no spoon.
Is stirring coffee with a knife.
Only because there's an absence of a spoon.
And can you tell the viewers what your coffee order is? Because it's very specific.
Trying to call me out.
Yes.
It's an iced oat cortado. Perfect amount of caffeine, I'd say.
To get through
One
the day.
shot of espresso.
Tell us a little bit more about small businesses in your district and challenges that you're facing, small businesses, that could be addressed by outdoor dining.
Revenue is always a challenge. Creating something new, like having some sort of like novelty that brings people in, even new customers in. And I think outdoor dining is obviously specific only to dining establishments, right? So I can't necessarily speak to the impacts that outdoor dining would do for other types of small businesses. But I think generally speaking, if you're bringing more people even to a particular dining establishment, then more people are in the area. Maybe they're walking down the block, checking out some of the other small businesses that might be nearby. And I think it's just like a vibe. You know what I mean? Like the outdoor dining, it is a vibe. I think people, for the most part, really enjoyed it. And again, I think there are valid concerns around cleanliness in particular and safety in a lot of these structures. But I think if the city is creating an opportunity for businesses to do it well and to do it right, then I think there's plenty of room for creating safe, secure structures for people to enjoy a meal outside in.
Why do you think standardization is important for small businesses?
Everybody's playing the sort of same game, if you will. I think it creates less confusion. I think it makes the expectations very clear. And I think consumers will know exactly what to expect when they're going someplace. And so I think that there's a way to standardize sort of the structures that makes it just easier for businesses to comply. It makes it better for consumers to know what they're getting into. It makes it easier for the city to not be bogged down with enforcement.
When you're talking about standardization, are you talking about like with aesthetics? Or are you talking about like ADA compliance and like the DOB of it all? Or?
Yeah, I think more like functionality.
Okay.
Not necessarily aesthetics.
Yeah.
Listen, if somebody wants to like paint it red or white
Right.
or whatever, like let
It's
them
New
do their
York.
thing. Yeah.
You have a relationship with this restaurant. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, this is a restaurant that's been around for quite some time. It's right across the street from Brooklyn Tech, which is an amazing high school, the largest high school in America. And a fun fact is I proposed to my wife here.
And what'd your wife say?
Well, she's my wife,
So we don't know.
she said yes. And I do want to report that you all picked the spot.
We did. I
I
certainly
didn't pick the spot,
didn't.
so you just,
You're meant to be here in this moment.
Indeed.
Okay, so one of the reasons why we love outdoor dining is it's also a beautiful utilization of curbside space, of public space, and so we want to talk a little bit more about the public spaces and open streets in your district. So can you tell us your favorite open street in Brooklyn?
well, Vanderbilt Avenue. of
Vanderbilt
course.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Tell us why you like it.
It's been around since the start of the Open Streets program. It has really cultivated community. And even despite changes over the years, I think that it's still a staple in the district. At sort of the height of the pandemic, people were definitely traveling from other boroughs to come to the Vanderbilt Open Street. There are tons of great businesses along Vanderbilt Avenue, dining establishments and not. People come out with their families, with kids. They sit outside. There are birthday parties out on the open street. And then there's great programming too.
Yeah.
You know, people can come out, learn to skateboard, they can salsa dance, they can do all sorts of activities. And so for that, I think that's definitely one of the best open streets in Brooklyn.
Obviously, we're talking about outdoor dining, but I am curious, what are 3 ways that council members can help burgeoning open streets in their district?
I think, well, number one, supporting them.
Like through a letter of support.
Well, not even just a letter of support, but like helping them engage with the Department of Transportation, for example.
Yeah.
Thinking through community engagement, talking to the community board, talking to neighbors, talking to small businesses, just generally supporting them and being part of the actual process, the planning process and things like that. Providing funding is always helpful. And I think participating, you know, I show up to open streets. I was at the Franklin Avenue, the opening for the Franklin Avenue open street. And I think it's important for people to see, you know, their local council member engaging in great community activities like the ones that are offered at most open streets.
I love it. So to wrap us up, we have a couple of rapid fire questions. Just try to guess these as loosely as possible. Although if you do get the numbers correct, I will be very impressed.
Okay.
So this is a quick quiz on the original Dining Out program. Number 1, how many jobs did outdoor dining create during the pandemic?
10,000.
Pretty close. Yeah, we're gonna say A+.
What's the number?
11,720. So
I was gonna guess
basically,
11,720,
I know
but-
you were mouthing it to me, and I was like, go lower, go lower. Question 2 is, how many jobs did outdoor dining save during the pandemic?
Was the number that it created inclusive of the number it saved, or is it?
Let's
a
say
separate-
no, it's not.
Okay.
So I'll give you a hint. It saved, let's say something like 10 times the amount more jobs.
I was gonna say like 150,000, but when you said 10 times, maybe closer to 100,000.
That is correct.
Right.
A for that.
All right. Wait, I got an A+ on the other one.
Yes,
and
yeah.
just an
This
A
one
on
was I
this
give you a
one?
little hint, so that takes 10
All right,
points
all
off.
right,
It's
all right.
okay, like a
Fair
91.
Fair enough.
A-. Okay.
No, stick with
so
the A.
you're right. You're on average, you're A/A+. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
You know, when I go to community boards to present about open streets, which is a lot, people are always asking about emergency vehicles being able to pass, and there's always an emergency vehicle lane. Question 3, how much did outdoor dining generate in annual wages during the pandemic?
Ooh, annual wages.
Yeah, this number's crazy.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I'm gonna say like $100 million.
$373 million.
Whoa.
I know, that's a lot.
That's great.
yeah, amazing for
It's amazing.
businesses.
What do I get on that? What's my grade?
You're great.
I got a third of it.
You
so
got a
like-
third, but let's bump you up.
Yeah, a B, solid B.
Solid. Let's give you an A still.
An A,
If you get
whoa.
this last one
You
right.
gotta take your classes.
How much annual tax income did the outdoor dining generate during the pandemic?
I would have to guess like $1 billion.
Really close, 9.6 million. Very close.
9.6 million?
Yeah, tax income.
Oh.
Like, cause it would be taxes on like this.
Yeah, okay.
Which
Well,
makes sense.
I was also taking in
You
the
were like all of restaurants. I bet
yeah,
there
and I was also taking in taxes like on the wages and stuff like
Totally.
that.
I mean, I bet if you included the wages, and I bet if you were like, look, sometimes people know more about a restaurant because you're eating outside, I bet it would be $1 billion. So we're giving that to you.
From 9.6 million to
You
$1
know,
billion.
we're rounding error. Okay, and so The number one complaint that we frequently get, and I'd be curious to learn a little bit more about complaints that your office gets from constituents, is being concerned about what kind of parking is being lost. And so we're curious to you, how much parking is lost because of outdoor dining?
Are you asking me this as a factual question?
Factual question. It's a very small
parking?
percent.
It's percentage or
percentage,
the number of parking spots? Percentage of overall parking available parking in New York City, I would say it's probably 3%.
Less than 1%.
I was going to guess a half percent.
Yeah, exactly. So what are the complaints that your office gets?
1%.
Yeah, less than 1%. So council member got every single question right on this. We'll edit it in post generously. What is like the number one complaint that you guys get about like open streets and outdoor dining, and how do you guys respond?
I think it varies, to be honest, on the type of open street. You know, I have everything from seasonal open streets on commercial corridors to year-round open streets that are not on commercial corridors, that are just closed to non-residential traffic. One that used to be 24 hours, now it goes from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it really depends on the open street, and the complaints, you know, vary depending on the type of open street. But generally it's, you know, things like accessibility. You mentioned emergency vehicles, things like that, ensuring that emergency vehicles can get through in case of an emergency. But that is also open streets with the barricades versus like an open dining program like this, which obviously
like
doesn't have
spot. Totally.
And so the complaints, they really vary, and we try to work with everybody to make sure that they're able to maximize revenue and during any type of open street.
If there's one last thing you want to share with our viewers about outdoor dining.
It's great. Everybody should patronize a business that has outdoor dining, especially on a beautiful day like today, where, you know, you can feel a little breeze while you're eating your ratatouille omelet. But no, it's a great program. I'm thankful to Open Plans and all of the advocacy and work that you all do to get programs like this up and running off the ground, and also to make sure that we in government are doing our jobs in terms of meeting the needs of all of our constituencies, whether it's you know, the people who are patronizing the businesses, the business owners, other stakeholders. You know, we want to make sure that we're creating the best program that everybody can sort of benefit from.
And with that, check please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there anything we missed that we should add? I feel like I asked you. I got some extra too.